The Heart of the Matter, Chapter 1, Part 4, The Harmony of Opposites. We have, then, two principles that we may find in the world. There's no need to presume in advance that they conflict. This is not a debate between groups of people, scientists and theologians, or basic human faculties, reason and faith, logic and emotion. We simply have one world seen from two possible points of view. We will see that each perspective has something very valuable to offer, and choosing only one perspective is like looking at an object with only one eye. We need to combine the two views to get any depth. We used to believe that waves and particles were two different substances or principles of physics. We thought that we had to discover whether light was made of waves or particles. For a long time, we had believers on both sides of the question. We found that this, too, is a false dichotomy. In some way that we don't fully understand, both waves and particles are different aspects of the same phenomenon. The same thing is true of matter and meaning. We will see that the world is not only objects, nor only values. The world is not exclusively material, nor exclusively meaningful. The best understanding of the world comes from seeing a harmony of the apparent opposites, a synthesis that includes both aspects of the world. The material view provides breadth, the meaningful view provides depth. The two views together provide a balanced picture. There is a chart for Chapter 1, Figure 3, Harmonizing Two Perspectives. A side view of a glass is a rectangle, a top view of a glass is a circle, and you get the whole view. You see the top and the side, and you see that the glass is a cylinder. We will have much more to say later on the subject of balance. It's relatively easy to emphasize one aspect of any situation or one side of a philosophical debate. The world is more complex than that. Simplistic positions are not likely to be the best descriptions of reality. The world is characterized most often by a creative balance between different forces and principles. Each provides something that the other lacks. Most of us have strong emotional beliefs about meaning. It's pretty hard not to, since our beliefs about meaning are part of our reason for living or for doing anything that we do. Sometimes our emotional beliefs close our minds to observation and discussion. We may approach a subject assuming that something must be or can't be true before we've even considered the evidence. Then we look for ways to justify the conclusion we've already reached. This is even true, sometimes especially true, of people who claim to be basing their beliefs solely on logical grounds. Every point of view can have believers who see it as the one true way. There are materialist fundamentalists and there are religious fundamentalists. Such people try to cut off reasonable discussion by threatening to anathematize all those who hold heretical positions. They use attack rather than argument, ridicule and threat rather than discussion. These people can make it difficult to consider ideas reasonably. It's not easy to be reasonable, but we can try to be aware of our assumptions and to be open to evidence. In what follows, I will try to pay close attention to the assumptions we may be making when we use certain words and concepts. I think clear definitions are critical to understanding what our beliefs about the material world imply and what they don't. The next section is Chapter 1, Matter and Meaning.